Do you ever just like turn a corner and you know that like it's go time? Like there's been preparation and you've been like cocooning. And you know what happens in the cocoon? From what I hear, the caterpillar almost disintegrates into this mush. Like it's not even very solid. In order to have the metamorphosis and be built back into the butterfly. And then once it's formed, it's not just pushed out. It has to actually be strong enough to break itself out of that womb space, that cage. It's a rebirth. The caterpillar literally dies and it is created anew, and then it's born again. And in order for it to get out, to be released, to release itself from that place, it needs to break out by building strength within itself. And it has to build strength in its wings that are new in order so that once it breaks out, the wings are strong enough to fly. That's what it feels like. It feels like I've cocooned for years, cocooned for years. And this last year has felt like the mushy shit of like that real metamorphosis, everything kind of integrating and like really kind of just in a real practical way in my life, just feeling all of it, all of the transformation. And being confronted with situations where it's like, I know I've changed, and here are the tests, if you will, in my life to give me the opportunity to prove that to myself. And now I feel like I'm being strengthened. The resilience is there. The will, the determination, the tenacity is all there. And that's what it takes to build that strength enough to break out, to break through that cocoon with enough strength in my new wings to fly. That's what this moment feels like. And I'm here for it. I am here for it in all the ways because I don't shy away from my life. I'm here for the experiences. And sometimes it is hard. Sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes it even feels unfair. And it feels like, what the fuck? Why would this happen? And it's like there's an opportunity there, an invitation to shift. Instead of the maybe temptation to say, why would this happen to me? Why is this happening? And how is it for me? In what point in my life before I got here, and what point during my life did I decide to write this into my story, and for what purpose? What am I learning here? What experience here is bringing me to a different version of myself that I need to then build upon for the next version? Nothing is wasted. I believe that with my whole heart. And that's why, like, I can't be torn down. It's not possible. It's just like another brick is added to the life experience, and you can call it joy, you can call it grief, you can call it happiness, you can call it contentment, you can call it fear, you can call it betrayal, you can call it even self-abandonment. they're all just blocks on this like beautiful thing that I'm creating that is my life of experiences. And they all matter. Like, they all matter. And I am who I am because of every single experience that I've experienced. And now, okay, wait, now, what is about to happen here? This is what I am forecasting for my life. Not just because I feel it, but because I'm intentionally writing my life. But also I've always known that this is the life that I'm meant to live. You ready? A life of beauty and flow. A life of freedom, both in myself and who I am, period. But also freedom of time to do what I want. Freedom of resources. Freedom of money to be as generous and giving both to myself and people around me as I want to be. I know for a fact that I'm meant to be stupid rich just based off how big my heart is and how generous my spirit is. Like, I know for a fact that I was not given this kind of like just unwavering desire to want to give and pour out without God giving me the resources to do so. I know for a fact I will be like a bagazillionaire one day because this is how much I want to give. I just know. Call it whatever you want to call it. And that's why I'm going through the lessons that I'm going through now, because I have to learn how to move with discernment. I have to learn how to take care of myself first, how to love myself first. Like, actually, I've talked about this a lot. I'm not just saying, oh, love yourself. No, like, bitch, sit down and take care of you first. What do you need right now? What do you need right now? Forget about everybody else, even your kids. Wake up an hour early and take care of you. What do you need? Good. Now we can start the day. That. But like, I just know that my life is just, it's coming in and I'm running towards it just as fast, and it's inevitable. And it's like, I've built the resilience. I fell to mush in my life, and I had to be completely made new, piece by piece. And I was there for every moment of it. Even in the ways that I escaped and disassociated, those are conscious choices that I made. I was like, this is what I'm doing right now to get me through this. And everything that I've done has been intentional. It's been on purpose. And I've showed up in my fullest integrity. I have zero regrets. I said every word I ever wanted to say to everybody in my life. Actually, I take that back. But in the last few years, I've said every word I wanted to say to every person in my life. And the relationships before that is where I learned to speak my truth. And so I had to go through that, through the pain of what it was like to hold in my truth and what that cost me to know that never again. So many experiences where it's like I had to go through this to figure out why it's so important for me to live into my full freedom, my full truth, my full essence, my full energy, and stop playing small for the convenience and comfort of other people around me. I cannot shrink down to people's level for anybody. I can only rise up to what I'm being called to in my life, what I desire to create for myself in my life. And those who fall away will fall away. And those who can rise up to meet me, I'll see you there. You know what I mean? Like, And I have a feeling most of the people who will rise up to meet me, I have yet to meet in my life. And that's really exciting. You know, it's like, it's cool. But also, it doesn't define me. I'm not waiting on it. I would love great friendships and great community, and at some point, a great love, or even a really expansive life where I experience different great lovers and companionship and things like that. I haven't decided how I want to move forward. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But ultimately, the only person who is with me my entire life from beginning to end is me. And this is quite literally the most important relationship in my life forever. Even my daughters, I love them. I'm their mother. I will always be their mother. But they are here to live their own lives. And all I can do is exemplify what that looks like by living my life, being there to support them and love them and build them up as they're developing. And then once they're ready and strong enough to go out on their own, they get to live their own lives. And guess what? I'm still here with me forever. This is quite literally the most important relationship of my whole entire life. And I love it here. I'm so happy it's me that I get to hang out with, because I'm obsessed with me. As I should be. Oh my God, that's funny. I'm glad that I like myself this much. I'm glad that I have so much fun hanging out with me, because it's been a long time coming, you know. And I think this is really, truly like the catalyst to this metamorphosis that has been occurring. And it's like, I feel like my whole life, my heart and my body and my soul have been waiting for me to look back upon myself and say, hey, bestie, I love you. Oh my God.